Again, very good morning to all of you. Students, today we will start with a back exercise of chapter 1, The House with the Golden Windows. In the previous chapter, I have sent you the notes of or PDF of this chapter, back exercise, but few parts were left. First of all, we will discuss the parts that were left on that day. Part A that you can see on your screen. From each group, underline these words that are similar in meaning. Similar in meaning means synonyms. Synonyms are the words that have the same or nearly the same meaning. Okay, like example is given kind. Kind means thoughtful, gentle, or caring. They have the same meaning as the meaning of kind. Okay, these are the synonyms. Yes, first one is afraid, scared, drowsy, frightened, annoyed. You have to underline the words which are similar in meaning. Yes, students, afraid, scared, and frightened. These three words are very similar in meaning. That means these are synonyms. Okay, and the meaning of drowsy is sleepy and annoyed is angry. These are different from these words that we have underlined. Afraid, scared, and frightened. These are similar. Second one is recite, repeat, live, return, dwell. Here, recite, live, and dwell. These three words are synonyms. They have same meaning. Live, reside, and dwell. Reside also means the place where you are living for a long term, and dwell also have the same meaning. Okay, a specified place. This word is used for a specified or a particular place to live. Okay, and the words repeat and return, they are different from these words. Third one is brave, timid, courageous, strong, heroic. Here, the word brave, courageous, and heroic, they are similar in meanings, and the word timid and strong are different. Strong means powerful, and timid means lack of courage or confidence. That is the opposite of brave. Okay, brave or courage. Timid is the opposite of that word. So, brave, courageous, and heroic, they are very similar. Next one is pleasant, absurd, enjoyable, lovely, sleepy. Here, the word, sorry, here the word pleasant, enjoyable, and lovely, they are synonyms. Okay, pleasant, that gives you happiness. Enjoyable, lovely, they are very much similar. And the different words are absurd and sleepy. Sleepy means drowsy. Okay, and absurd means illogical. So they are different from these words. And the last one is closed, effort, shut, grab, locked, unfastened. Okay, here the word closed, shut, and locked, they are similar. Okay, that means they are synonyms, and the different words are effort. Grab, grab means to catch. and unfasten means delay. They are different words from these synonyms. Akshay, what are you doing, beta? Closed, shut, and locked. They are the synonyms. Okay. Now, let's move to the next part, that is part B. The words in column A describe the way the people walk. Okay. These words you have done in your, you have noted down in your notebook also. These are the word meanings mentioned in the book of lesson 1. These words are all from the story. Match them with their meanings in column B. These all are very much familiar to you. These words are familiar to you. First is strolled, second is hurried, third one is crept, fourth is wandered, and the fifth is trudged. Trudged. First one is strolled. Meaning of strolled is walked in a slow, relaxed manner. Okay, for enjoyment means relaxed manner means for enjoyment. You have to match first word with the meaning D. Walked in a slow, relaxed manner, especially for pleasure means for happiness. Second is hurried. Meaning of hurried is moved quickly, means moved very fast. Third is crept. What is the meaning of crept? Moved slowly and quietly to avoid being noticed. Okay, moved very slowly and quietly so that no one can see you. Next is wandered. Fourth word is wandered, and the meaning of wandered is walked around slowly with no purpose or direction. Without any purpose, walked around slowly. Next, the last one is trudged. And the meaning of trudged is walk slowly with a lot of efforts. Okay. Next, part C. Complete these sentences with the working words from the previous exercise. This means we have to use these words. In these blanks. Okay. He blank back up the hill. He trudged back up the hill. Trudged means walked slowly with a lot of effort. Second one, we blank along the beach after dinner. We moved quickly. Sorry, we strolled. We strolled along the beach after dinner. Strolled means moved slowly. Moved, strolled means walked in a slow, relaxed manner for pleasure. Okay. We blank along the beach after dinner. What do you do after dinner? Most of you go for a walk. Okay, that means you stroll after the dinner. She turned off the light and blanked out of the room and crept out of the room. She turned off the light, means switched off the light and crept out of the room. Next one is she blanked to answer the phone. She hurried. Hurried means moved quickly. She hurried to answer the phone. And the last one, we blank around the shopping center without buying anything. We wandered. Mean we were moving without any purpose. We wandered around the shopping center without buying anything. I am going to repeat this part. First one is he trudged back up the hill. Next is we strolled along the beach after dinner. Strolled means strolled means walk for relaxation or for pleasure. Third is she turned off the light and crept out of the room. Fourth is she hurried to answer the phone. Hurried means moved quickly. And next one, we wandered around the shopping center without buying anything. Means we were moving without any purpose. Next part, spelling. Use IR or UR to complete and spell these words. You have to use in the blanks IR or UR to complete these words. First one, CURL, curl. Second is BIRD, bird. Third one, HURT, hurt. Fourth one, BURN, burn. Fifth one, TURF, turf. And sixth one, FIRST, first. Okay, students, that was all about the back exercise. We have done the portion that was left in the previous chapter. Next, the question answers of this chapter. You have to note down these question answers in your fair notebook. First one is, what do you learn about Stevie from the story? What do you learn? We learned that Stevie was a simple farmer's boy. He was a boy of a farmer. His father was a farmer who was fascinated. Fascinated means attracted. Who was fascinated with the house that has the golden windows. Okay. Second is, why were the golden windows only visible at sunset? Sorry, this word is repeated due to typing mistake. They were visible only at sunset, as the setting rays of the sun glistened, mean brightened, on the glass window, giving it a golden hue. Hue means look. When the rays of setting sun falls on the glass windows, they give it a golden hue, golden look. So they were visible only at sunset. Next, what did Stevie learn on his day off from work? What did he learn? He learned that things are not always the way we see them. Okay. Again, some words are repeating here. You have to note down till here. He learned that things are not always the way we see them. That's all about the question answers. Now, dear students, let's recite our next poem, Topsy-Turvy Land. Topsy-Turvy Land is the poem. This is very interesting poem, you may see. That poem takes us to the land where everything you can say is upside down. Upside down means opposite. Okay, here the things are opposite to the place where we live. Here the sea is full of sand and the children go to school at night. One can find the front door step at the back and people walk when they are standing. Hat is not found on the head, but it is on the feet. All these things we will read in this poem, Topsy-Turvy Land. This is the poem written by H.F. Wilkinson. He is the poet of this particular poem. Yes, dear students, first of all, I am going to recite the whole poem, then I will explain you line-wise The people walk upon their heads. The sea is made of sand. The children go to school by night in topsy-turvy land. The front doorstep is at the back. You are walking when you stand. You wear your hat upon your feet in topsy-turvy land. And buses on the sea you will meet, while pleasure boats are planned to travel up and down the streets of topsy-turvy land. You pay for what you never get. I think it must be grand. For when you go, you are coming back in topsy-turvy land. Students, look at the word meanings given here. First is topsy-turvy. Here, meaning of topsy-turvy is upside down, means opposite. Okay. Next is pleasure boats. The boats used for fun and relaxation, or you can say for enjoyment for the kids. Okay. Kids means children. Next word is grand. Grand here means wonderful, or you can say the biggest thing. Okay. Students, you can also see the different pictures in this poem. Okay, here the heads are down and the feet are over, and you can see the boats in the streets. Okay, these all are the different pictures. Let's start. The people walk upon their heads. Dear students, we are talking about a particular land or place where people walk upon their head. Very amazing thing how the people can walk on their head. This is very strange because normally people walk upon their feet, but here it is different. What is different? The people walk upon their heads in topsy-turvy land. Normally the people walk upon their feet. You can see in the picture also. Next, the sea is made of sand. Again, very strange thing. In this place, the sea is made of sand, but usually the sea is made of water. So that is very different thing. The children go to school by night. In this place, in topsy-turvy land, here the children go to school by night. But usually children go to school in the morning. So we can say that these all are very different things in topsy-turvy land. Again, I am repeating. The people walk upon their heads. Here in topsy-turvy land, the people walk upon their heads, not on their feet. Usually, normally the people walk upon their feet. So this is very different thing in topsy-turvy land. Here, the sea is made of sand. Normally, the sea is made of water. Here, the children go to school by night, but we usually go to school in the morning. So all these things are very much different from the place where we live in. Okay, the next paragraph. The front door step is at the back. You are always walking when you stand. You wear your hat upon your feet in topsy-turvy land. The front door step is at the back. Here we are talking about the front door. Front door means the main gate from where we entered the house or where we entered the room. Okay. But here people entered from the back door. Normally we entered from the front door, from the front gate. But in topsy-turvy land, people entered from the back door. So this is very different, very amazing thing in this place. You are walking when you stand. Again, very much different thing, that you are walking while standing. Can you imagine, when you're standing, you are walking. How can you walk while standing? So again, this is very imaginary thing. Okay, that cannot be in real. You wear your hat upon your feet. Again, where we usually wear our hat? We usually wear our hat on our head. But here people, here means in topsy-turvy land, people wear hat upon their feet. Again, such an imaginary place this is. Which one? The topsy-turvy land. Again, I am going to repeat this paragraph. The front door step is at the back. The door from where we entered is the front door. Okay, we normally entered from the front door. But in topsy-turvy land, people entered from the back door. Opposite thing. You are walking when you stand. Is it possible? While standing, we can walk. No, it is not possible. You wear your hat upon your feet. Normally, we wear our hat on our head, but in topsy-turvy land, people wear their hat upon their feet. You can see in the picture also. In this picture, the boy is wearing his hat upon his feet, not on his head. These all amazing things are happening topsy-turvy land. Next paragraph. And buses on the sea you will meet, while pleasure boats are planned to travel up and down the streets of topsy-turvy land. Yes, dear students, you can see pictures of two children. They are in a boat, but they are in street. You can see the boat in the street. It's a very strange thing, students, that in this place, buses travel on the sea. Buses are normally travel on the roads, but here the buses are traveling on the sea, while pleasure boats are planned to travel up and down the streets. Where pleasure boats, the boats which are used for relaxation or for enjoyment, they are traveling in the streets. The opposite thing happen here of topsy-turvy land. In the last paragraph, you pay for what you never get. I think it must be grand. For when you go, you are coming back in topsy-turvy land. Again, the very strange thing in topsy-turvy land. Imagine when you give money for buying chocolate or pen or ice cream or anything else to the shopkeeper, but the shopkeeper never give you back anything in return of the money you have paid. Very different thing. We usually, when we give money to the shopkeeper, in return he will give us the thing we want to buy. But here, the people didn't get anything for the, in return they have paid the money to the shopkeeper, but they didn't get anything. Okay, normally when we give money for buying anything to the shopkeeper, we get, but in topsy-turvy land, the shopkeeper never give you back anything. This is very strange. This is very wonderful. For when you go, You are coming back. Again, very different thing. I think it's very strange. When you go forward, when you move forward in topsy-turvy land, you are coming back. How is it possible that you are moving forward, but you are coming back? All this happen in topsy-turvy land. Here, all the things are opposite to the place where we live in. Okay, every line in this poem, the different thing from the beginning in the to the ending. Okay, again, I am going to revise the whole poem. Listen very carefully. The people walk upon their heads, the sea is made of sand, the children go to school by night in topsy-turvy land. Students, we are talking about a place, the topsy-turvy land, where people walk upon their heads. Very amazing thing, because normally people walk upon their feet. But in topsy-turvy land, it is very much different that people walk upon their heads. Here, the sea is made of sand, not of water. The children go to school by night in topsy-turvy land. Normally, children go to school in the morning, but in topsy-turvy land, children go to school by night. Such a different thing in topsy-turvy land. Next paragraph, the front door step is at the back. You are walking when you stand. You wear your hat upon your feet in topsy-turvy land. Students, in this paragraph, we are talking about the front door, means the main door, or you can say main gate from where you entered your house. But in topsy-turvy land, people entered from the back door, or you can say back gate. This is also very strange that you are walking while standing. Can you imagine? You can when you stand when you are in standing position, you are walking. You wear your hat upon your feet. We usually wear our hat or cap on our head, but here people wear their hat upon their feet. Again, very amazing thing. Next, and buses on the sea you will meet, while pleasure boats are planned to travel up and down the streets of topsy-turvy land. Students, in topsy-turvy land, buses, you can see buses are traveling on the sea, and pleasure boats, they are traveling in the streets. Again, the opposite thing in topsy-turvy land. You pay for what you never get. I think it must be grand, for when you go, you are coming back in topsy-turvy land. Again, the very strange thing in topsy-turvy land. Imagine